Duckwrth has dropped a new song featuring Rico Nasty and Medasin, and it's called Love is a Moshpit. Now, after hearing something like Unstatus Quo and all the unique, frantic, but beautifully chaotic energy that has been displayed, this song feels like very stark shift. And also, it feels as though the subject matter that it approaches is very, very, very simplistic and doesn't do anything. The song itself doesn't do anything to lend itself to maybe interpreting that in a new, funky, or just, interesting fashion. And instead, what we get is this kind of really just dull-ish song, and it just feels like a disappointment. It's not that the song is trash and it's just, it just sounds horrible. There's a somber piano that really fuses well with the more aggressive beat, and the chorus blah 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 blah, love is like a mosh pit, that does have the potential to be really catchy. However, unfortunately, it kind of just is so okay that it's just safe. And when you have a song that's kind of safe like this, where there's not really anything really challenging the status quo, if you will, it just kind of feels disappointing. It just feels really odd, considering that Duckwrth's sound kind of usually has a lot of energy, bombasticness, and it usually sounds pretty dope, but this just kind of feels flat. I mean, there's literally a line where Rico Nasty, for some reason, says, we have blood, so we bleed. Okay, thank you for the biology lesson that we all kind of learned, when we were kids. The overall vibe of this track feels like it's trying to give off this intenseness that it doesn't really have, and instead it feels kind of a little bit lackluster in that department. Again, it tries to really emulate that, but it does it in such a safe manner that it feels kind of like you could pick this song out of many that have touched upon this subject matter and really not done much with it. This is in that same vein, which again, it really sucks, because I really enjoyed Duckwrth stuff, and this one just felt like a dud. There wasn't really anything compelling. Like I said, emotionally, it feels like if you're going to approach a subject like this with a toxic relationship that only really relies on the physicality in order to keep it going before it finally does fall off that cliff that it's clearly hanging off of, if you don't approach that with any kind of unique flair, then it just feels safe, cheap, and not really exciting. It's a dud, but not every song is going to be everyone's favorite, and not everyone's gonna like every single song. Duckwrth, Love is like a mosh pit. It's an alright song, but it doesn't really do much to be memorable or striking in any way. Blah 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 blah. Love is like a mosh pit. Well, this guy says love could be like a mosh pit, but I like to think of it like a cake. Sweet, warm, and you can't leave it out for longer than a day. So,